God is good.
All the time.
And all the time.
God is good.
In today's gospel reading, Jesus speaks words that are both sobering, but also, in my opinion, very hopeful towards all of us. He says, "They will seize and persecute you. You will be brought before kings and governors because of my name." It is remarkable that in one breath, Jesus warns all of his followers of the trials that will be so intense that they could shake the soul. And in the next breath, he offers a promise of strength that can anchor their hearts in the middle of such a storm. Jesus isn't painting an idealized picture of discipleship. He is honest. Following him carries a cost. But his honesty is a gift. He prepares all of us not to be afraid of hardship, but to meet it with a courage grounded in him. He tells his disciples that when they face these trials, this will give you an opportunity to testify. What an unexpected perspective. Jesus reframes suffering not as evidence of God's presence, but as the very place where God can shine the most brightly through us. He transforms trials into testimony. He shows us that the moments that we dread the most may become the moments where his grace is most visible. Then he says something that's even more surprising. I myself shall give you wisdom in speaking, that all your adversaries will be powerless to resist or refute. This promise, in my opinion, is very tender. Jesus is not only aware of our struggles, he pledges his presence within them. He does not send us into difficulty alone. He does not command courage from a distance. He comes near and gives us himself, his wisdom, his voice, and his strength. Us as people, we often want to be in control. We want to know what we're going to say, how things will turn out, how God will help us solve the problem. But Jesus invites us to let go and to trust him moment by moment. He asks us to surrender our fears about what we will say or how we will endure. He invites us to rely not only on our own preparation, but on his presence. And yet Jesus does not hide the painful reality that sometimes the trials come from the places closest to our hearts. He names it not to discourage us, but to let us know he understands the deepest human pains. Another verse that I think correlates with this gospel reading is Isaiah chapter 43, verse 2, which is when God declares, "When you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and the rivers shall not overwhelm you." It's not if you pass through the waters, but when you pass through the waters. But just as in Luke 21, God's promise is not the absence of trouble. It is his presence that guides us within the trouble. The waters may rise, the fire may burn, the night may stretch long, but the Lord goes with his people. He does not watch us from afar. He walks through the waters with us. In the end, I think this gospel reading is not simply about suffering. It's about faithfulness. It's about the faithfulness of a God who stands with us in every trial, and the faithfulness he cultivates within us so that we may stand firm, knowing that our lives rest securely in his love. May we take Jesus at his word. May we trust him to give us what we need in every moment. And may we endure, not with fear, but with the confidence that God who calls us and God who carries us will ultimately lead us to life. God is good.
All the time.
And all the time.
God is good.
Good.